We want to check in with Joy Benedict now, who's following the Eaton fire in Altadena. And Joy, hearing about those 2 fatalities and the 100 structures that have been destroyed really puts things into perspective. We've seen the pictures, but now we're getting that information.
I mean, yeah, it's been hard to watch this since yesterday morning, first in the Palisades, then up here in this community. I want to show you where I am right now, as this is pretty devastating. We are just north of Woodley Avenue here in the Altadena community, and you can see the fire is just burning. This is El Molino Avenue. And we saw the fire first come down here from the block above us on Sacramento Street. And then just in the 30 minutes that we have been here, we have watched the fire spread behind all of these homes. And what you may also be noticing right now is there is not a fire truck in sight. We did have the police department up here earlier just telling people to evacuate who may not have heard or may not have realized that there was a fire that was moving down this street. But it is absolutely devastating. As you can see, the flames just continuing to come closer to El Molino Avenue. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing that can be done. These homes will burn unless they get some amazing resource that comes in the next 20 minutes or so. That is how fast this fire is moving, as it's spreading closer and closer to these homes. And that is just really hard for so many. Another obstacle that we've been seeing since we've been out here as we were driving in is there are no roadblocks. This is not the time to be a looky-loo up in Altadena. If you do not need to be in this community, do not come and check on your home. Do not block the roadways, because the fire trucks simply cannot get through, and this is not the time to be coming and looking around. But they don't have the resources to be blocking off this community right now, as they're trying to save lives. They are trying to stop whatever they can from this fire from spreading, and they're trying to make sure that people get out safely. So folks coming up and looking around and wanting to check on their homes, this is not the time to do it. It is very sad, and I am so sorry, and I feel my heart bleeds for so many here in this community who are going to lose their homes or who have already lost their homes. But you have to save your lives first. If you are out, stay out. Do not come back to this community. And as we've been talking about, as we've been watching these flames now for about 30 minutes, they are just inching closer and closer to this street. If you look up into the sky, it looks like it is night. This is ash. This is smoke. This is everything that is filling the sky, and it is absolutely terrifying, because in all of that are little embers that are landing on the ground. And that's exactly the example of why this fire is spreading so quickly. All of these fires are spreading so quickly, and it's because of the winds. And in winds conditions like this, one ember, one little piece of burning ash can spread almost a mile and reach another home and another roof and another neighborhood. And that is how these fires are moving so very, very quickly. But again, take a look at these cars. I have no idea where these people think they are going, but this is not a safe place to be driving into, because you are driving into a fire zone. And I don't mean to embarrass them, but this is not a smart decision. I need you to turn around, and I need you to go back to somewhere safe. There is nothing inside your home that is worth risking your life for at this time. The fire is in those hills, and it is continuing to move in this direction. So guys, I don't know what else I can say about that right now, except we are just simply watching this city burn, and it is absolutely devastating.
Seeing those cars, Joy, I do have to ask, is there any chance that they're trying to get evacuated, or is that really a cutoff?
I mean, this is a cutoff. There is not much in that direction. I mean, we can walk a little bit further up this way, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But we have a fire over here on the corner that is burning. This is a home up here. This is like San Francisco Road, I believe, in East El Molino. And everybody's getting a little bit further, and they're turning around, which is the smart decision, because the smoke is black. But look at this over there, another block away. I have another home that's burning. I have another home burning over there to the left as well. This entire area is coated with nothing but burning homes, as these embers are really stretching down in this direction. So it's very hard to watch. And here, you see these little ash? I don't know if you can see this. The little glowing pieces on the ground. This is what I'm talking about. These are the embers. And I got to be telling you, I've been covering fires for almost 15 years. But this is tough. This is tough to watch, and it's tough to see. This is someone's livelihood right in front of us. Like, this isn't a joke. This isn't like, oh, I'm watching this on TV. These are people's communities. These are people's homes. And it's very, very difficult to see. And we've also been hearing a lot of popping, a lot of fireworks, a lot of explosions here in this community. If you are not familiar with how to handle yourself in a fire, you do not need to be up here. We have a car burning, and we saw that on the way in, and that's not even talking about the wind damage that we saw on our way here. There are signs down all over the place, billboards, those types of things, but all of that takes a back seat when your community is literally on fire. And it's just, this is not a place to be, and I'm sorry, and I have talked to friends who live in this community, and they're calling me, and they are in tears, saying, I don't know what's happening to my home, and I just keep saying, you're safe, stay safe. We'll try to get through. We'll try to get to all of these streets and show everyone what they want to know, which is simply, is my home still standing? But that is going to take time. And so what the best thing that you can do is stay where you are, and that is safe. And remember, you have yourself, your loved ones, your pets. You evacuated like you were supposed to last night. And if you have not evacuated yet, I highly suggest that you do it. But I mean, this is really tough to watch. Now, there is no power in this community, but there's also a lot of power lines up here. As we know, here in Southern California, a lot of our power lines are not buried, so that creates yet another problem. But yeah, it's just really hard to watch up here, and it's hard to watch in every community. I mean, you're just watching it live as that car is now gone, and that's just how fast these ashes spread. And if you look over to your left-hand side, we have another home that's burning right there, and then another one over there to the distance on the left-hand side as well, and just still people driving through. Just still driving through. If you are safe, stay out. And I don't know how else to make that any clearer on a morning like today.
Joy, it just looks apocalyptic behind you.
Wow.
And so dark there from all the smoke. Thank you so much.